I'd like to start this video with an undignified self-promotional plug. I'm excited to announce my channel's first merchandise. Now you can show the world that you too enjoy getting things right the wrong way. You can look stylish in this monkey-inspired Trial and Error branded shirt, or my personal favorite, the I may do things half-assed, but it works, which sums up my channel and most likely many of you. Links to purchase are in the description, and I really appreciate your support as always. Now let's get into the meat of this video. Welcome back to Trial and Error. We are now at episode 12 of the Dream Garage build, and if you remember where we left off in episode 11, I had finished up that gable end and then handled all of the trim that kind of goes around the roof line in preparation for the roofers to come out and do their thing with the shingles. So I had an opportunity to shoot some time-lapse, a little bit of drone footage on that as well, so came out pretty cool. So why don't you take a look at that first, then we'll talk about what the roof ended up actually costing. Because I'll give you a hint, it was more expensive than initially planned, like everything else is in this world. So now that it's no longer raining inside the garage, which is always nice, I can go full throttle on the interior work, starting with the electrical, which obviously is going to get buried. So if you remember a few videos back, did a 100 amp panel upgrade out here, or sub panel upgrade. So I've got good service now, and I'm just dropping in some of the new lines for all of our fun planned toys that are going to go onto the new side of the garage. Got a heck of a bundle already started up here. I've already laid 750 feet of Romex, and we aren't done yet. So I'm probably going to have about 1,000 feet of Romex in here by the time we're all said and done. This is one of the main areas where it comes and feeds into the new portion of the garage. So I have a couple of switches I set up here. One's for the upstairs lighting in the loft, and then this one handles a circuit that runs all the way around the perimeter, about 3 feet from the ceiling down, and that is just to do wall art. So I've got a few signs that light up. I'm going to kind of do some bar lighting, or bar type signs over on this side. This is going to be more manufacturer type signs, and then we're going to do, this wall is going to be kind of whatever, because my cabinetry is going to be up on this wall too. And then over the overhang kind of piece here, we're going to do all street sign related type of things. So don't mind what's up there right now. I was just getting crap up off the floor, and it felt good to hang stuff on the wall. So they're just up there temporarily. But so I have a whole circuit just feeding those that are on their own separate switch, and those are actually run off a motion detector as part of the home automation. Then I've got 220 outlets wired in here, some 110 there. This is where this cabinetry will be slid down. Gonna have the sink in front of the window, because that's what you do, right? You put a sink in front of the window. So you have some outlets that'll sit on top of the workbench that run all the way down behind these cabinets. I've got outlets about every 8 feet or so along the wall. These ones are really spaced perfectly for where I park vehicles. Everything has battery tenders plugged into them. Actually, my boat has 2 of them running right now, which is way too dark to see, but I keep 2 tenders running the 2 batteries, or keeping the batteries topped off on the boat. Let's see, what else? Oh, lighting wise, so you see these temporary LEDs there. I've got outlets here, all the way down that beam, and the same thing, or I should say truss, got the same thing down this end, because you can only link so many of these LED strips together. I think it's 6 of them before the load gets too much for the last one. So I had to run outlets here as well. So they're all going to run down, and they're not going to meet in the middle. There's going to be a little bit of a gap, but essentially you'll have those runs of LED lights all the way down. And then once I have the ceiling in, the plan is to go back in and cut out some recessed lighting that will light up any of these signs, kind of spotlight any sign that isn't a plug-in or light-up fixture, which I think is going to look really neat. I think it's going to be a pretty cool looking garage when it's all said and done. But I don't know, wiring wise, I don't think I'm going to shoot too much of a video on the actual wiring. It gets kind of repetitive and kind of boring. Just know that there's a lot of it, and a 250-foot spool of wire doesn't go very far when your electrical panel is over in this corner, and you got to go all the way down the 70-foot wall, across a 40-foot wall, back another halfway on this wall. You chew up some spools of wire a lot faster than I had thought. Speaker and audio wise, I will be doing a video on the insane system that is going into this garage. It started off small, but like every audio related thing I tend to put my grubby paws on, it has turned into one hell of an audio system. So yeah, it's good. If I ever lose the car hobby gene, I guess I can open up a club in here and we'll be just fine. This is really exciting, because this was a huge pile at one point, and now we're down to just a little bit more of the siding, which I need to do, a few little vinyl bits and pieces. These is going to be for the soffits, but really not much. Got some leftover ice and water barrier and a few tiles. But yeah, then we got this. So I just had 150 sheets of 1/2-inch OSB delivered. So that's overwhelming. I'm just one guy, and that's 150 sheets. But that is everything I need to finish off the inside. I'm doing OSB on everything from the ceiling down to the walls so that I can screw stuff into the wall wherever I want it and not have to worry about catching studs. But that's, yeah. It's depressing just looking at it, but eventually all of that will make it in here and it will make it a pretty awesome looking garage. So that's gonna wrap up the video for today. As always, really appreciate everybody watching. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, and or criticisms, throw them down in the comment section below me. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It means a lot to me and helps my channel quite a bit. It'll also give the updates, future updates on this garage, which really from here doesn't look like much of a garage, which is what we love. But as you all have seen, it is a pretty good sized garage once you get past this initial unassuming front. But yeah, as always, everybody, thank you for watching and have a great day.